Hello guys, Alus FX here. Okay guys, we're gonna be analyzing GBPCAD. GBPCAD. Okay, to those who are in my life right now, guys, just know that I'm recording whatever that I'm doing right now. I am going to post it on my YouTube channel, which is Alus FX. On my YouTube channel, that's the name that I go with, Alus FX. So, guys, here we've got like a GBPCAD. GBPCAD looks like this, and I'm seeing a very good setup that might actually work out when the market opens. Okay, so on this GBPCAD, guys, I'm seeing more like an uptrend kind of thing. I'm seeing more like an uptrend kind of thing. Okay, guys, so we have something that looks like this. We have this impulsive move, we've got this correction move, we have this impulsive move, we have this correction move, and then currently the market, it is in an impulsive move. Or let's look at it with the monthly time frame and see maybe if no, with the monthly time frame it doesn't really show exactly what I want you guys to see. But yes, on a weekly time frame, this is what we see. Remember guys, I always preach about this. The first thing that you're going to look for in the market, you first look at the direction, and then secondly, while looking at the direction of the whole market, you also have to determine which phase of the market are you currently in. Are you in an impulsive phase? Are you in a correction phase? If you're in a correction phase, that's when you need to wait for the market to be in an impulsive phase. But if you are in an impulsive phase of that particular trend, therefore you know that you should be looking for what? You should be looking for continuation patterns. Continuation patterns if you're in an impulsive move of whichever trend that we are in. Okay, like in this case, we're gonna be having an impulsive phase. So the impulsive phase is gonna up to this point. This is going to be a correction, and this is going to be your impulsive phase. From this point to right, this point right here is going to be your impulsive phase. From this point right here to this lowest point right there, it's going to be your correction phase. So we can assume, or we can already see with the market, it is currently in an impulsive phase. So this is where your market is currently at, in an impulsive phase. So how we're going to treat this market right there at this move that is going up, we're gonna be, or we should be looking for a continuation pattern. Simple as it is. My strategy is just simple, straightforward thing, which is going to make your life easier. Okay. So in this case right now, like since we have determined that this is gonna be our impulsive phase, there's no need for us to be concentrating in all the structure all the way from that bottom point right there. We can just try to minimize the work and try to concentrate too much on the last part or on the last portion of the graph, because we already know that we are in an impulsive and then in a uptrend structure. Okay, so in this case right now, we are having something that looks like this. This should be something very simple for you guys, because if you understand impulsive and correction phase, it's gonna really make your life easier. Okay, so we have this move to the upside, of which is going to act as what? As an impulsive phase. Remember guys, I always say this, that market is gonna move impulsive, and then it's gonna move correction, and then it's gonna move impulsive. It can even move in impulsive phase, it can even move like this, and then impulsive, and then it starts giving you maybe another correction, and then it gives you another impulsive correction, but you know for sure that you are in an impulsive phase. So if you're looking at this thing maybe from a lower time frame structure, you would know that these were your continuation patterns that we were looking for, because the market is in an impulsive phase. So these were the continuation patterns that we'll be looking for, so that we can buy, go up. This was another continuation pattern, so that we can buy and then it goes up. The very same thing, like if the market gave you an impulsive move and then it gave you a correction, so this was an impulsive, so this was the continuation you're looking for, impulse, continuation you're looking for, all the way until the market decides to come to the end of an impulsive phase and start giving you what? A correction phase. So that is what we're going to be looking at in this particular trade, because now we already know that this phase of the market right here, it is an impulse. As you can already see, that is already marked is an impulse, therefore, which means the market gave you a correction up to this point right here. So what was next? the next move again is going to be what? Is going to be an impulsive move. So within this impulsive move, we're still going to be having a what? We're still going to be having impulsive correction, impulsive correction, impulsive correction. As you can already see that some of it is already showing itself, some of it is already showing itself. This was the correction. Let's mark it with something different or different color. Since well, you can see that this was the correction, therefore, which means this whole move, it's going to be acting as the what? As the new impulsive phase. But within this impulsive phase, therefore, we still have impulsive correction within the structure. So from a weekly time frame, we can already see basic things like this being an impulsive phase, another this one being another impulsive phase. These are the basic things that we can already just see from a what? From a weekly time frame, of which we still needs to go to a lower time frame and be able to see that can we be able to enter this trade and go all the way up with it. Because from a weekly time frame, if you are already seeing something which looks like this, it's a good thing to me. According to me, it is a good thing that we're going to be expecting the market to be giving you another thing which looks like this. Okay, so we're just going to carry on like in this case. So which means now there is no need for us to be concentrating on a lot of things as long as we marked whatever that we were interested in, and then we know what we want to see. The more we go to the lower time frame, therefore it is okay. Okay, so in this case, GBPCAD, you're going to have this as your impulsive phase, this is your impulsive phase, and then this is your correction phase, and then this is your latest impulsive phase. So now, which means currently from a weekly time frame perspective, the market, it is in a correction phase. And once the market is in a correction phase, we know that we are just going to try to look at the what? The end. We're going just to look at maybe from a bottom, double bottom, inverted head and shoulders, any sign that the market now is going to be going up. Therefore, we know that for sure that we're going to take a what? We'll be taking buying opportunities going all the way up with the market. Don't look at the weekly time frame and look and see one, two, three bearish candles, red bearish candles looking like this, and then be like, okay, the weekly time frame, it's in a downtrend. So the more we are going down, we should be looking forward for selling opportunities. No, we do not look at the weekly time frame as being in a downtrend by looking at the candle itself. We don't look at the candle itself. We have to look at the structure at which the weekly time frame is forming. That is what we conclude on. We don't conclude on seeing the candle like this. Like myself right now, we are in a bullish structure of which you should be looking forward for buying opportunities. But if you're going to concentrate on the candles, you're going to be like, okay, the weekly time frame is in a downtrend, so I'm going to a lower time frame to be looking for sales, of which I think that should be or would be one of the things that I could consider as a what? As a mistake. Okay, I would consider that as a mistake. So now we come to a daily time frame. So from a daily time frame, remember whatever we've got in a higher time frame of a weekly time frame, it's something that shouldn't be forgotten. What did we come up with? What did we see or what did we got there from that point? So in this case, we've got like impulsive, we've got like correction, we've got another impulsive, and then currently we are in a correction, and then we are looking for buying opportunities. Okay, so which means we'll definitely consider this phase right here as the what? We'll consider this phase right here as the correction phase of the market. We'll consider this guy as the correction phase of the market, this being the correction phase of the market. So we were looking for a structure which is going to give us the very strong bullish market, this being our first take profit right here. So if we can be able to get an entry from somewhere there, this is going to be our first take profit, because you do not know if the market is going to be creating the what? The new higher high, or it's going to create the double top and go down. Okay, so now we're going to go on a daily time frame. There's nothing much that we can do from this. From a daily time frame, there's nothing much that we can do, but we can just look at this and look at it is kinda in a form of like forming some sort of like a double bottom. The way it looks, the market once rejected here and then it went all the way down, and then it broke above, it went all the way down, and then it came rejected first time, and then second time it's at that particular point right there. And then even if you can look at with the Fibonacci retracement zone, you would actually see that that is kinda in a what, in a golden zone, of which you can see here it is between 50 and 61.8% of the golden zone, of which that is where we usually expect the market to be turning. So now we have this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is not the lower low as yet because the market has not yet closed below this previous thing. So I could pre-assume to say that might possibly be the double bottom kind of thing. And then if this really does become a double bottom, therefore, which means we're gonna see it by it moving all the way up to break above this point. The moment it breaks above this point, it would be a definitely buy, buy, buy thing to say we are going to the upside. If the market can come broke above this thing, we'll know for sure ukuthi izohamba izowenzani to give us this double top right there. So now we're just gonna go to a lower time frame and just try to figure out, is the market really trying to give us this as a double bottom before it can goes up? Because that's what we saw on a regular time frame, that the market was currently in a what, in a correction phase, and then we are expecting to see what we are expecting to see, buying opportunities. To me, it looks like that it's going to be a solid buy that we can be able to rely on. Okay, because as you can see that okay, let's do it this way. Okay, since you can see that this was our higher high, this was our higher low, this one was a higher high. Therefore, we're expecting to see this double bottom that is going to be forming up at this point. It should be a what? To be a our higher low before the market shoots all the way up to give us this point right here. Because definitely, if the market breaks above this high or give us this double bottom, it has to come to that highest point over there. Do you get what I'm saying? So in this case right now, we are just going to assume this as more like a double bottom right there. But now what can give us an extra confirmation to say that this might possibly be the what? The double bottom, which means the structure, this structure that is going towards the second touch of this double bottom, it has to reverse, it has to give us a reversal pattern. So if it does give us a reversal pattern, this guy, therefore, which means definitely the market will never be going towards the downside to break below this point. It is going to be going up. Therefore, which means we're going to rely too much on this move from there to here. Because if this structure right here can give us a reversal pattern, therefore we know for sure that the market is not going to carry on go down, because you can't give me a reversal pattern but you continue to go down. The market doesn't work like that. If it gives you a correction, a reversal pattern, it's gonna reverse. If it gives you a continuation pattern, it's gonna continue. Therefore, which means if it gave us a continuation pattern, therefore we know for sure that this thing, it can't be the what? It can't be the double bottom. It's gonna go all the way down. But if this guy gives us a correction phase, we know for sure that this thing, it is gonna be going up. Okay, so let's go look at for that. So what confirmation can we have to say that this thing can be in a form of giving us a reversal pattern of this structure? So if this was a lower low, and then this give us a lower high, and then this becomes a lower low, then this becomes a lower high, retesting this. Therefore, if this guy fails to break below this point right here, and then we have a structure which come break above this point right there. Therefore, we know for sure that the market is going to be going all the way. So that is going to be our confirmation. That is going to be 100% of confirmation to say now the market is going to be going where? It's going to be going up. Remember, this break above this point right here is going to be the market breaking the neckline of this structure right here, and then the break of this point right here is going to be the break of the double of the neckline of this structure, which is right here. And then we're still gonna go up, which means when the market breaks this point right here, it's going to be the breaking the neckline of this bigger now. Sorry, yeah, no, this is going to be our last neckline, bottom, double bottom, and then this is gonna be our neckline before the market gets all the way to that point right there. So which means now what we're going to be interested in is to see the market breaking, having a strong candle that is going to close above. Even if you can have it just a trend line right here, this is going to be just, okay, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this channel right there. Let's do it this way right here. So we're going to have a trend line, a structure or a zone which looks like this. So the moment we're going to have a candle that is going to be closing above this trend line and above that zone, therefore we know for sure that the market is not coming back anytime. It's not going to be coming back to break below this point right here. Therefore we can say that, okay, this it's kind of pre-assumed or pre-confirmed double bottom, because the market has just given us the reversal pattern of the structure right here. Therefore, which means you can do what you can take those buys and be let it be a swing which is going to go all the way to that point right there, which is like it's gonna be a very, very good trade, guys. It's going to be a very, very good trade. So GBPCAD is just simple and straightforward the way it is, nothing much to do. And then if the market decides to go down to break below this point right here, do not look for any selling opportunities. If the market decides to break down, do not look for any selling opportunity to say the market is still going to go down. No, because which means now you'll be contradicting the information of the higher time frame. The higher time frame is in a uptrend structure, and then we are looking for buys. So the moment the market breaks below this thing, now we are starting to look for sells, which means you do not know what you are actually doing, or you do not know what you are looking for. So stick to what you see from the higher time frame and try to push all the way up with it. Okay, so this is what we are going to be looking for on the GBP cat, guys. I think it is possibly gonna play out. This is gonna play out, so we should be able to look at it, guys, later on. I don't know if it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if the market's gonna be open on Monday, but definitely next week we're gonna be expecting a move which looks like this. Okay, so this was the recording. I'm gonna